Hey friends, welcome to the Creative Community Showcase. I'm really thrilled that we're doing this video series over these fall months, talking about the gifts, abilities, passions of our community. It may surprise some of you to know that I have an identity other than pastor. So of course, you know, my name's Nathan Swinson Reinhold, but I'm a disciple of Jesus the Christ. And before I became a pastor, I was a follower of Jesus, and I'm still a follower of Jesus today. And that relates to how I live my life, both in the context of the church, but also outside of the church. And so I'm a part of a community. I belong to our Long Branch subdivision's pool board, and have become increasingly mindful of what the presence of myself and Aaron and our kids and our home means for the well-being of our community, and have become increasingly aware that whether I wear my Christianity vocally in front of me, we need to live it at the very least as a part of the expression of who we are and what we do. So COVID hits, and we're all in this mess, and trying to figure out how to do community and how to be connected together and how to share and all this type of stuff. And one of the things that I felt like our neighborhood needed was an additional way for people to connect and share and be in community in ways that didn't involve us being on top of each other, so that we could keep each other more or less safe. And I'd been tracking the Little Free Library phenomenon in the U.S. and now across the world now for a couple of years. My cousin lives about a mile away from us in Red Fox, Canterbury area, and they have a Little Free Library out in front of their house, and I just thought that was the coolest idea. And I kept on looking at our particular street in Long Branch and thinking, you know what, we need something like this to pull our community together as a resource. And so I watched a ton of videos on people building these things. Of course, you can just go buy these things whole stock and drop hundreds of dollars on that. I think I spent hundreds of dollars on the project that I ended up doing when it all got said and done. But and then I just started to embark. I created a sketch of what I wanted to do and started putting things together. I enlisted the help of some friends who I knew would probably have scrap pieces and to share with me, and would have tools that I didn't have access to help me do particular parts of the build and just try to put it all together. And it's probably a little bit over designed, but it's got some cool features that you don't see on typical Little Free Libraries, like windows on the sides and a shelf that has reliefs in it that allows more light in and things like that. So not bad for a guy that doesn't swing a hammer and doesn't really know how to use a brad or nail gun. So anyway, I've got a slideshow for you to show you what the build looked like and felt like, and some words of gratitude at the end. And then I'll talk about on the other side what it's meant for our community. So the cool thing about what this has done for our community is that it's brought us together. It's neat to see people checking out the books. Our little free library in the front of our home has become a destination, so we got lots of people coming by. I've gotten to know the names of at least a dozen neighbors who I've seen out and about and around, but have never really fully met before. And so it's been a relationship builder, and I think it's given me a stronger sense of participation in our community and a knowledge of our neighbors. It's also a lived expression of shalom, of living the well-being of God, the drive towards community, towards bringing people together. It's something that we're supposed to live in our day-to-day lives outside of the building of the church. And so this was a way that I felt creatively inspired to be a sign of the kingdom, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out and what it's meant for our neighborhood and our family and our community.